Alright, hello there. Hopefully you are enjoying your President's Day today. If you did get the day off, you are making the best of the interesting warm weather today. I know I'm going to be enjoying the 60-degree day we're going to get on Wednesday outside, but we do have to talk about the crime, and I did look up more information regarding the case with Brian Saxton, the man accused of threatening to shoot Cohen Children's Hospital last week. And according to the New York Daily News, they got information from Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz's office. And according to what they found out, 34-year-old Brian Saxton from East Rockaway will be back in court tomorrow. So that is some good news. So right now, according to the information that we do have right now, the case is listed as the People of Queens County versus Brian Saxton. So obviously, since this is a local court, that would make sense. So hopefully there will be an outcome. Brian Saxton is facing 5 to 15 years in prison for the serious charges that he is facing. Obviously, from what I've been hearing in my inside sources, if Mr. Saxton does walk into any Northwell Health facility, the sentence could actually be longer. Now, I'm not allowed to know that information because it's, classified and stuff like that. But in that situation, hey, hopefully this guy is smart and doesn't cause any more trouble, because he might get off scot-free and just be in prison for the next 5 years. So, in that regard, we do have to get into some more serious news. That is, listen, I know the hospital that I work at, okay, there was almost a mass shooting last week. I get all that. But the main priority right now is our subways. That's the main priority here. So, it was a very violent weekend, to say the least. 6 incidents. Count them. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. 6. 6 in one weekend. On a holiday weekend when people are, again, probably trying to enjoy it. They got Monday off today. And, it's just disgusting what's going on here. Very, very, very disgusting. And believe it or not, what I'm about to show you is something a bit unusual for Channel 1 standards today. They actually spent 3 minutes. Count them. 3 minutes. Talking about what happened. And obviously, if you've been watching any of the news this weekend, you have noticed that Jonathan D'Souza from Passengers United was on the news. And also, Danny Pearlstein from the Riders Alliance was on CBS 2 this weekend. And apparently he finally came out of his closet. Go figure. He's finally doing in-person interviews? I mean, what is there to say about that guy? But anyhow, the subway safety plan that is supposed to start today, which was launched by Governor Kathy Hochul and Mayor Eric Adams, is supposed to start today. More importantly, they are focused on the homeless situation. What I'm going to do next week, I'm going to try to ride the E train to Penn Station to see if any homeless are, in fact, panhandling on that line. Because if I notice anything a little bit unusual, that's a good sign. Meaning, hey, no homeless people are actually bothering us. That would actually be a good change. Because I'm going to a pizza shop in Times Square later on, and I'm going to walk to it. But, yeah, the bottom line is, this has to stop. Alright? How are we supposed to have a recovering economy from COVID if we don't feel safe on the subway? And for somebody like me who's on a limited income, who doesn't even make $1,000 a month, for the record, I mean, you gotta think that, you know, somebody on a fixed income who needs transportation, how am I supposed to feel safe? And look at this. 6th train, a stabbing. 31-year-old man was stabbed at Canal Street. Alright? Look how many incidents happened. In the Bronx, 2 teenage girls were arrested Saturday, February 19th, after they attacked a 74-year-old man on a subway. The man got into a dispute with the 2 girls who were smoking on a northbound 2 train at 149th Street. Police said one of the girls slashed the victim in the face while the other pushed him to the floor. They also took a cell phone. So, again, very, very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. And you want to talk about what happened? I think Brian Britton from 1010 Wins is better explaining this situation than I am.
Violent weekend on these subways, at least 6 different incidents, just as the governor and mayor's new subway safety plan goes into effect today. 1010 Wins newsman Glenn Schuck at the site of the latest attack happened this morning just after 2 a.m. 30-year-old woman beaten in the head with a lead pipe. Good morning, Glenn.
The troubling sight of police tape again here at a crime scene on the subway. Cops in the 44th precinct saying here in the 4 train headed south about 2 this morning, a 30-year-old woman smashed in the face with a pipe by a man she had been arguing with. This after a very violent weekend, at least 5 subway incidents, including a random stabbing of a man on the 6th train at Canal Street yesterday.
So you know how bad this has gotten. I mean, for crying out loud. A 30-year-old woman was struck in the face with a metal pipe in the Bronx. So, says on 1010 Wins, the woman afterwards who got struck by the pipe declined medical care, told officers the man lashed out after asking her to stop talking with a friend of hers. So, I mean, I don't know why you would refuse medical attention. I mean, if I was in that situation, I would have asked the police for an ambulance. Because, you know, you don't know if the pipe gave you a concussion. Meanwhile, the guy who was stabbed at Canal Street was taken to Bellevue in stable condition. So, there you go. I mean, what else is there to say? And then they have a picture of what happened at Canal Street. Not Canal Street, at Queens Boulevard. So, I'm going to use this as my thumbnail today because I'm titling this video, A Bit Unusual, Channel 1 Covers Subway Crime. That's what I'm going to title this video today because it seems a little bit unusual. Why are they interested in covering it today? I don't know why. It just seems a little bit unusual. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not them, but, well, would you look at that? The Queens Courier actually has a updated article on what happened. They still don't even have a mugshot. Oh, okay, so we have more details. We actually know who the judge is. Good. Good. Jeffrey Gershny. Oh, I know who he is. Let's Google him. I know who he is. This is him. Jeffrey Gershny. He was appointed by de Blasio. So this is what I'm worried about. He's going to give him a 5-year sentence. Sorry for going off topic, but I just wanted to go to the Queens Courier for a second. Because there was this. Robbery in Flushing. We're going to read this one. Police are asking for the public's assistance in identifying a thief who took a woman's $1,200 cell phone at the shops at Skyview earlier this month. Law enforcement from the 109 precinct report that just before noon on Friday, move this to the left, I'm so sorry. This is why I took a brief pause there. Before noon on Friday, February 11, 2022, a man allegedly swiped the cell phone from a 50-year-old woman's unattended purse at the supermarket Skyview at 40-24 College Point Boulevard. The man then left the store on foot in an unknown direction, according to the 109 precinct. So here we go. At least Crime Stoppers does have a video of it. Thankfully, the woman was not injured. So here we go. We do have a video description. 109 precincts looking for a suspect between 20 to 30 years old who was last seen wearing all dark clothing. The suspect was caught on surveillance video grabbing a shopping cart from the Flushing store's entrance. So, again, very, very disturbing what's going on with all the crime going on. Then we have another incident, another stabbing in Brooklyn. So where did this happen? Where did this happen? According to police officers responded to a call regarding a man shot at 8:19 p.m. on February 20th. Upon their arrival, officers found a 32-year-old man had been shot in the shoulder at 141 Hull Street. The victim was taken by paramedics to an area hospital in stable condition. No arrest, ongoing investigation. So at least the good news is that guy's going to be okay. But again, welcome to the wild, wild west of crime. This is our new normal, it looks like. And again, it seems with bail reform and, all these radical left policies, it just keeps getting worse each and every day. And then look at this. Where was Channel 1 on this? Let's see. This is disturbing. Somebody got ran over by a car in Brooklyn. Look at this. Nothing on it. Channel 1 doesn't seem to be hitting the ball running here. Utica Avenue and Avenue N in Flatlands. Driver hit and killed a man at a notorious street in the Flatlands section of Brooklyn. 31-year-old victim was traveling to traverse on Utica Avenue near Avenue N at 8:55 p.m. on February 19th. At 8:55 p.m., the driver slammed into his Ford Explorer. The paramedics found the man with head injuries and brought him to Brookdale Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Police said when he was walking outside of the marked crosswalk when he was struck by a department spokesperson could not specify where the pedestrian had the light or which direction the driver was heading on Utica Avenue. Good news is the driver did stay on the scene and is cooperating with the New York Police Department. So, obviously due to HIPAA law, they gotta notify the family first. So, busy Utica Avenue corridor in the area has had dozens of serious crashes in the past decade, including 14 at Avenue N, which injured 26 people since 2011. So it says here, Utica Avenue has long blocks with no marked pedestrian crossings for more than 800 feet in either direction. So there have been numerous collisions mid-block intersections. So very, very, very disturbing, if you ask me. Okay, so what I want to do is look up Utica Avenue near Avenue N. Okay. Avenue N. Because I'm pretty familiar with Brooklyn. I can map it out. Let's see if we can find it. Let's zoom out and give you an idea of where this is. Oh, are you kidding me? This is right by Mill Mason. So I had a feeling I knew where this was. Yep, I had a feeling. Oh, and look at this. I'm so familiar with this area. This is right by P.C. Richard and Son. So I've been inside that P.C. Richard and Son because what happened was, we were early to go to our friend's house, well, my parents' friend's house in Brooklyn one time, and so yeah, I know exactly where this is. So, this is Utica Avenue, okay? And apparently they put a bus lane here. So this is where it happened. Right here. I mean, this kind of reminds me of what Northern Boulevard looks like on a normal day, but still, I mean, This is why most cases, and I keep saying this, if you're not in Manhattan, you cannot go against the light. Okay, that's how it normally works. If you're never in Manhattan, you cannot go against the light unless you're familiar with an area. But most cases, you should go with the light. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So to wrap up this video, we're going to get into some other news from Laura Uhl. There were a couple fires reported in Queens. The first one was at 69-49 180th Street. EMS checked for injuries. The fire started on the first floor and extended to the second floor. Firefighters are working on the scene. Let me put my phone on airplane mode. I am so sorry, folks. I should have put my phone on airplane mode. So let me look up where this is. Yep, I know exactly where this is. Yep. So let's see what this house looked like. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely recognize this house. Been the same way ever since I've moved to Fresh Meadows. Go figure that. Alright, here we go. What else do we have? Look at this. 26 vehicles were targeted for attempted carjacking in northern Queens, from Queensboro Bridge to the Nassau Boulevard. High-end luxury vehicles and following the drivers. Most recent incidents reported in Auburndale, Bayside, Douglaston, Little Neck. I mean, that's disturbing. And look at this. Fire reported in Douglaston, 240-34 70th Avenue. Private dwelling. Let's look up where this is. Okay, so... Wow, right by the shopping plaza. So I know exactly where this is. So that's what's pretty much going on. I'm trying to find where the home... Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Armed robbery in Whitestone. This is Vicky Palladino's City Council District. Police are at 24th Road and 154th Street. Armed robbery. 2 suspects targeted a male. From there, both suspects took off in a vehicle with items. Ongoing investigation. So there you go. And then, where was Channel 1 on this? Serious accident in Floral Park, 263rd Street and 80th Avenue. This is right by PS 115. Okay, there was an entrapment. Oh, man, and then look at this. One driver ran a stop sign according to a witness at 8:15 at the intersection. So I know where this is. Again, this is literally right by PS 115. Let's see if I can find it. By the way, wrap up this video, I want to mention that the Key Food in Glen Oaks is closing. Let's see, location. Oh! Right by the other Catholic school. Yep. This is where the accident happened, right around here. See, I don't know where my mouse cruiser is, but you know what? I'll just do this. Right around here. That's where the accident happened. So let's see if we can find the Key Food one, and then we'll wrap up this video. Where's that picture of the Key Food? Okay. So this is it right here. Key Food is gone for good in Glen Oaks. Also, the management at Burlington has also not renewed their lease. So this is what's going on. I mean, Channel 1 just keeps putting us off as usual. And, okay, I will admit, I'm glad they covered almost 4 minutes of subway issues. But still, I mean, look at this. I mean, this is ridiculous. LGBT... Again.
Here is a look at what
pop
they
culture.
say the event is not
pop
allowed.
Culture.
I'm jealous and decide to make a name for themselves.
Drill rappers.
Although there's still no plans to lengthen them.
All right, let me hear about the
Don't
G
tell
train.
transit supervisors.
This is what I want
but
to
he
hear
knew
about.
writing songs about the lifestyle would get him more attention. On pages 2 and 3, talking about upgrades to the G train. The G apparently still runs along signal systems that don't tell transit supervisors where the trains are, and that's going to change by 2024. First on the southern end of the line, then the northern end. As a result, the MTA will be able to run trains more often, although there's still no plans to lengthen them, which has been a discussion for years. They generally have 4 cars instead of the usual 8 or 10. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is taking suggestions over renaming a post office in Jackson Heights, but gay rights activists say...
So again, pop culture. So, I mean, I'm glad they talked about the G train briefly, but I don't want to watch any more of it in the papers. And I don't think you should either. So that's going to wrap up this video. Again, try to make the best out of your President's Day today, and stay safe out there. Thank you for watching.